Steve Schnall, Jeff Schemmel with the AD update, and we'll start first with football. Spring game starts off with the alumni game at 9:45, followed by the spring game at 11. And it's really the first time that we've had an actual spring game.
Not only a real live game where you choose up sides and keep score, but also I think having it on the sports deck, Steve, will be fun for everybody to bring people to campus. Not only are we going to have the spring game up there, but the family day activities that will include lots of stuff for the kids and the big sale that we always have from our equipment room, and our teams and the student athletes will be there too, and that'll be a lot of fun for everybody.
Nike football jerseys, first time that we've had that as part of the sale, and that'll get a lot of people out there in and of itself. But I think it's also because it is a spring game, we're really able to find out what this team has been doing lately.
Well, and if anybody has seen the scrimmages the last two Saturdays, over 100 plays each day, I think what you'll see is that not only are we probably a little more up tempo and things are moving a bit faster, but a lot more hitting is going on, a lot more live football action is going on. I think that's for one reason, and that is Brady Hoke and his coaches want to see everybody. They want to see people going 100% and playing full speed, and I think that's all part of the evaluation process. And Saturday will be fun too, just because, as you know, the seniors have been chosen. Half on one side, half on the other, and then they get to pick the rest of the team, which is kind of fun. And then we have honorary captains. For the alumni game at 9:45, Don Coryell will be the alumni captain. That'll be so much fun. He's always fun to have around. And then for the game later in the day, we have some really special guests who will also be honorary coaches, former players, some administrators here. My boss, Sally Roush, is going to be an honorary captain. So,
interesting.
So it should be a lot of fun.
Let's switch gears, talk baseball a little bit. Really an amazing experience last Friday during the TCU series when Steven Strasburg had the start, and the first true capacity crowd that we've had for a college baseball game. A great atmosphere. I mean, he's going to pitch one more time on May 8th, and we anticipate the same kind of thing happening. But it was pretty electric there.
That is, well, certainly the best baseball crowd I've seen since I've been here. And I think not only were they treated to the typical Steven Strasburg performance, a dominant performance, but a great baseball game. It got tight at the end, and it was our bullpen that really closed the door at the end. Steven, I think, threw 120-some pitches and threw 7, and that's his limit. So you always hold your breath when Steven goes out and there's a one-run game, but our bullpen crew came in and did a terrific job. So that really was a lot of fun, and the crowd was really into the game.
And just so people know, because his last start will be May 8th, we anticipate this too will sell out before May 8th. So we really do encourage people to get their tickets early.
I think that's right. In fact, we had a ticket report, as you know, today that said there were less than 700 seats left for that game in a week from Friday. So we have no doubt that's going to sell out, and we'd hope people get their tickets now and then get to the game early.
And probably more sellouts this time in the sport of softball. Utah Thursday and Friday of this week, and then BYU Saturday doubleheader, which is it's almost an extension of what the spring game is, but that's a huge weekend for softball.
A huge weekend, and as you know, BYU leads the league and we're second, and so really this weekend is about the championship. This will determine the championship in softball in the Mountain West Conference. We actually play BYU 3 times this weekend, so it will be with us 2 games out. We really need to win at least 2 out of 3, and hopefully all 3.
And women's tennis, great news that they received earlier this week. They will be in the NCAAs and battling Washington at USC.
That's great news for our women's tennis program. I think they made some great strides this year and had a very good record, both in the conference and outside of the conference. And this is a great reward for Peter Matera and his kids and his staff to be in the NCAA tournament. We really do have an expectation that our tennis teams will be in the NCAA tournament every year, and I think Peter embraces that and feels that same way.
All right. Congratulations to them, and thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.